views expressed in this video presentation are my opinions and not necessarily the opinions of guests and others sharing or reposting this video. The content is produced only for educational and informational purposes. Do not regard any statements in this video as a recommendation to buy or sell any financial instrument. Investing comes with risk to loss of principal. Always conduct your own research and seek guidance from a professional investment advisor. I am not a professional investment advisor. I'm Dollar Will. Let's make some money. I say it every time, and I'm going to try to make this short. Just trying to get everybody focused on what's happening with the all-important S&P 500 tomorrow. Let's see if I got anybody. Yeah, okay. I want to make sure that I'm in the. Got my mic going. All right. Let's start with the S&P 500. We'll start and end with it. Let's start with the 2-hour chart. We see the high that we had here around the 27th. See at the bottom of the page, it's got the date. The 27th. That's just before Thanksgiving. We sold off, which was important because it broke a trend line. And it made a lower low. It went lower than this low right here. We went back up to the overbought area, which is at the point where this this support is now functioning. Former support, broken support, violated support, is now functioning as resistance. Okay? So it does not mean that, hey, it can't take off higher, but odds are it won't. Odds are it's going to come down. So what we're going to be looking for is does it fall tomorrow, and does this low hold? If it does not hold, that would be a bad sign, and it would suggest that we could have a more severe decline. This could be the end of that trend, but it's too early to tell. But it's got some ugly warning signs right now that we should not ignore. People that watch my channel know I don't do videos every day. So usually when I post a video about the S&P 500, it's something that I think people should pay attention to. Okay. Let's see. Now I want to go to, let's see, the daily chart. Nothing new here. Let's go to the weekly. I'm going to take this line off now. Now, we see we're overbought on the weekly. And we got a big candlestick here that's called a doji. That is a reversal sign, a candlestick. And the fact that it's happening on a larger or a significant time frame like a weekly chart, that's significant. And of course, it made a lower low. So that gets my attention too, and says that we shouldn't ignore it. You should definitely pay attention to this move. And now I just flipped to the monthly chart, and we got another doji on the monthly chart. Okay, and we are also overbought on the monthly chart. So any time that the momentum indicator is up above in the area of 80 and above, that's overbought. So that means that it doesn't mean that the price is immediately going to go down once it gets to the overbought stage. It means that you're due for a correction of some sort. a pullback, if not a full-on reversal of the entire trend. So you have to pay attention to those to the signs that the price action is giving you, especially when the price is overbought on larger time frames like weekly and a monthly, definitely. So the higher the time frame, the more significant the sign, the more serious you should take it. Okay. Again, this is just my personal opinion. You should definitely be talking to a financial advisor right now, getting some advice, getting their opinion, so you can bring some calm to the situation. Because markets reverse or pull back, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. You can actually profit from it. So this is the time for you to again get that professional consultation. And if you're interested in going deeper and learning technical analysis, you'll join me on my Patreon. You can look in the information section, the description section below the video. It's got a link to my Patreon page. It's $10 a month, which is practically free. At that rate, you get a lot of personal counseling for that rate. So, and you get a relationship. You can read about this stuff. You can watch a lot of free YouTube, but the way to really learn it is you need to be in a relationship with someone to give you feedback, someone to correct your repeated mistakes. If you're doing one thing wrong, you don't want to be wrong long. You want somebody to step in and question you about that, keep you honest, keep you on the right track, on the right path. Before I close this video down, I want to show you one more chart that's related to the S&P 500. This is a triple leverage, I think it's double leverage ETF. Let's see. It's a volatility play on the S&P 500. Basically, in function, what it does is it goes up when the S&P 500 goes down. So this is a way for people to basically short the market without shorting the S&P. So you would go long this particular symbol, which would go up when the S&P goes down. But I would tell you, this is an extremely risky symbol. So this is one you would definitely want to talk to your financial advisor about, to determine what is the appropriate amount of risk for you. I call this one this is like for Vegas money, gambling money. You don't really, you're not going to be depressed if it takes an extreme drop, because this thing can go up pretty quickly and steeply, but it can go down to the same degree. Now, what got my attention about this chart is this candlestick right here at the bottom. This one looks like an upside down hammer. In fact, it's called an inverted hammer. The fact that it came at the end of an extreme down move, that makes it more important, more noteworthy. And the fact that the high of this inverted hammer is higher than this previous candlestick, that also makes it important, makes it noteworthy. And we're on a significant time frame like a weekly chart. That also makes it noteworthy. And my stochastic momentum oscillator here, let's see if I can, you see it's turned positive. So this blue line is the faster line, and it's gone above the slower line. So that's saying that the momentum is up. So the momentum oscillator is pointing up, and this inverted hammer is telling me that the momentum is going up. So that's showing that money is leaving this S&P chart we were looking at with the doji right here. Okay. So I'm getting an indication that money is piling into this symbol already to make money on the down move in the market, which would be an up move here. Okay. So that's all I wanted to show you. And remember, the S&P 500 is important because your retirement account, in all likelihood, is tied to the performance of the S&P 500. So, and your hopes of retiring and not working until all of your days is tied to the performance of your retirement account, which is tied to the performance of the S&P 500. So that's why I come on periodically to keep everybody focused on what's really most important, in between useless Trump tweets and some of the fun videos we like to mind-numbing, mindless YouTube content that we participate in. I notice I said we because I'm right there with you. It's all entertainment to me. But in the midst of having fun, we got to take in some serious stuff. So I'm not going to go on and on. I just wanted to drop this. Let me see who is here. If I'm going to close it on out. Oh, what's up, Charles? What's happening, brother? Brother Charles, you still pushing the rig up and down the road? You still on the road? I'm seeing it's been a rough week, man. Y'all guys had another company, trucking company, go under. This is really something to keep an eye on, especially with that trucking industry. And it can be a domino effect. Some of these bigger trucking companies subcontract stuff to, with smaller companies, and it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Again, if anybody wants to join me on Patreon, check in the comment section. The information section below the video. Why do I sound so down? It's football Sunday. I'm footballed out. I'm going to shut this video down. Peace.